full of liquor, then we dive in it. Pull him to the side, let me slide in
it. Right, SmackDown for November 8th. The OG Bloodline opened the show with Sami Zayn, who was invited by Jey Uso. Sami asked Roman to apologize to Jey, and he doesn't. First match was Bayley versus Candice LeRae. Bayley won that match. Randy Orton came out to challenge Kevin Owens. He comes out. They fight. And Kevin Owens give Randy a pile driver. Bad enough that he needed medics. It's funny, Randy moaning on the way to the ambulance. It was Oscar worthy. If you can't go back and hear it, it's like, oh, I was wondering, what was that noise? That was coming from him. I'm like, I ain't never heard Randy moan. Ooh. Next match was DIY versus Pretty Deadly. And Tommaso took care of them by himself. He was a one-man tag team. DIY won, of course. Next match, Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill versus Nia Jax and Tiffany Stratton. Bianca and Jade won. Next match, Motor City Machine Guns versus A-Town Down Under. Motor City, of course, won. Then came the Bloodline 2.0 Tribal Chief Acknowledgement Ceremony. The original tribe chief comes out. He doesn't acknowledge him. Instead, he challenges him for the chiefdom. Solo calls out Sammy. Sammy kicks Solo. Then they clean the house. And of course, the OG Bloodline reunites. Raw for November 11th. Gunther opens the show. Damon Priest interrupts. And then Ludwig Kaiser interrupts. And of course, Damon Priest drops. First match for Raw was Damage Control versus Pure Fusion. It was a 6-man tag with the return of Dakota Kai, and Damage Control won. Kofi Kingston versus Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne won. That rhymes. Then Bronson Reed cuts a promo calling out Seth Rollins, and he comes out and they fight. Final Testament catches The Miz backstage. They yank him out to the ring. The Wyatt Six interrupts. And of course, Miz attacks them with a chair, and they all beat up the Wyatt Six, but it don't seem to faze them now because they're busy laughing. Mostly Uncle Howdy. In the next match, Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill versus Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez for the Tag Team Championship. Bianca and Jade win. And then, let's see. And then they were interrupted by Io Sky, Nia Jax, Tiffany Stratton, Naomi. They all came out. So it was a big old battle royal. And Nia appeared to be cleaning house there for a minute, but then all the good guys, well, the good girls, good gals, good women, the good guys cleared the ring. And that was Raw.
You froze for a second.
Alrighty, your thoughts?
Bianca and Jade Cargill. They're setting it up for those two to lose their titles and to have a head-to-head title match to get against each other for one of the women's titles.
That's possible. That new belt that they got coming out, maybe.
Yes. Was really happy that they finally brought a women's world championship for the girls.
I think it's the Intercontinental Championship, or is it the U.S. Championship?
No, it was the U.S.
I know
Championship.
they each have one on. Okay, because I know
You're frozen again.
they belt just like how the.
You were frozen. I don't know what you said.
I said it'll probably be. It's going to be a secondary belt to the number one championship belts that each show has.
Kind of
just like how the U.S. Hmm?
Kind of like how LA Knight's thing is
You're frozen. Yeah. His is the secondary belt, and what's the other one on the other show? Um,
what Gunther has.
no, Gunther's the champion. You mean Braun Breaker?
Yeah,
His belt.
wrong dude. Completely forgot about Braun Breaker.
Yeah,
Um,
there'll be a secondary belt like theirs.
yeah. Um, let's talk about Priest for a second. Priest had the confidence. He had so much confidence with him, and every time he talked, I'm like, he sounds so New York right now. He sounds like he he sounds so New Yorkian right now because his accent was just coming through. And Gunther looked so scared for once, and I'm like, I love this because Gunther was too cocky for a long time. And for
Yeah, he did.
he needs to come down some pegs. Nia Jax, I'm so surprised she hasn't lost her title yet.
I'm mad that Stratton didn't sneak her and take it.
Like,
She's wasting them opportunities.
she is, but it's so like it's so interesting to watch how the things are just coming out. Um, bloodline issues. I want to know who Sammy was talking about. He got a guy.
Oh, I guess we'll find that out tomorrow, right?
I think so, but I'm just like, what do you mean you have a guy? Because I would assume it should be another one of the Samoans. If you pull another random white dude into this, I feel like you're making this less about family and just making it a weird storyline. You know?
Well, I know they do have a couple of them on the back burner. I don't know which one will be the next one to come out.
I know there's about 2 or 3 left for them to bring out.
Yeah.
I mean, if they, we also have The Rock who is sitting on the sidelines right now.
Yeah. He's going to be on one of the teams probably, and then they'll pull up the surprised Samoan.
I honestly would. What did you say?
Go ahead. I said at the pay-per-view.
Oh yes, but I honestly think it would be kind of interesting if they brought the women in because they have so many women of their like family that are on the WWE that they don't utilize in the story that they should. Like if they bring in Naomi or Nia Jax, like Nia Jax is either she's siding with Roman because she like already agreed with him, or she's as power hungry as Solo, and you can see that she's gone as crazy as he did.
And not to mention The Rock's daughter, Ava.
Yeah, I was about to say her. She's on NXT right now as a sponsor. I know she doesn't really wrestle because her moves aren't the best, but
She's the, she's the, what do they call it? The general manager over there.
yeah, but we can still bring her in. Come on. Bring some more of the Samoans in here. Bring more of their family. If we want to do it a full family royale, bring the women. Make them fight. I have a problem. Um, uh, Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston.
They're just dragging that shit to the ground.
They are.
It's just go ahead and put them out their misery.
I don't know which one of them is gonna turn, and it's kind of messing with me.
Oh, you know it's Xavier.
That's not fully for sure because you can see Kofi getting as mad too. But like, what if they bring Biggs back just to try to fix it?
Yeah, but he can't wrestle yet. I don't think.
Oh no, he's still not cleared yet. But I don't think he wants to wrestle anymore. But he could still be like a manager.
Yeah.
Be the mediator to keep your two friends from butting heads, please.
Yeah, he does need to come out there and say something. Be the voice of reason.
Yeah. Um, who's your wrestler of the week?
All right, it's a toss up. I already told you about Randy moaning on the gurney. to the ambulance. That was hilarious. And if not him, I'm thinking, I don't know if you've seen this, but Solo Sikoa. He was fighting Cody Rhodes sometime this week, and he ran into a turnbuckle. And right before he was passing out on his back, he threw up the ones, and then he just fell out on his back. It was hilarious. The video, you might be able to see it on YouTube or something. But it for me, it called back old Ric Flair when he used to pass out. He would fall face forward right before doing something hilarious, and it had that look. He held the ones up, and then he just passed out. So it's either one.
I'm gonna have to say Priest because his promo skill for this week was really good.
His eye.
I know you ain't talking. I voted for Braun Breaker 3 weeks in a row.
Yeah, but he deserves it.
So does Priest. Priest was bringing the energy we needed from him. He doubted himself for a minute, and then he came back more.
Whatever, yeah. Mrs. Priest.
I don't like you, father. Before we sign off, I wanted to talk about the Miz and the the Swamp People.
You mean the Wyatt Six?
Yes, the Swamp People. Wasn't that their gimmick before Bray Wyatt passed?
Sort of. It was more country than. They had that old Southern Gothic Rob Zombie House of a Thousand Corpse look to it. I don't think you're familiar with that movie, but
I am. Really good movie. But I was thinking of like this where him and Bronson Reed, I don't know if it was Bronson Reed. It was him and Bronson Reed fighting in the swamp, and then he tried to drown Bray, and I'm like, that is so awesome.
That was Braun Strowman, I believe.
Oh, okay. Braun Strowman. I'm just like that.
But then again, Braun Strowman was a part of.
I just think it was
really cool. He used to be a part of the Wyatt Six, and then he went solo, and they fought. That was a few years ago, yeah.
I just thought it was really cool. But speaking of them and the Miz, I can't wait for them to like do an official match. Because the Wyatt Six are really entertaining to watch. And it's just like, when you get to see them all come together and actually do the moves and like just go out, I love it because they just have the energy for it. Also, being able to see them without their mask.
It might be a Survivor Series match, maybe, because they got enough people on both sides, I believe.
They do. But like seeing them without their mask is like more like eye-catching, because when you only see them with their mask, it's just a little jarring on the senses, because you're just like, I don't know what emotions you're trying to convey other than I'm creepy and I'm standing in the corner. Hey, sorry this video came out late. I'm planning to go back home for Thanksgiving break and some other stuff with my family. So this video was coming out late because I'm packing and I'm also trying to get back in for my classes. So, but I hope you guys enjoyed and liked the video. Like and subscribe. And that's all.